Okay, let's go over last night's homework. Number one, I hope it's working a little better today. Number one, first you have this line here, and it's below it, so it's y is less than, and then it's up 2, so it's 2, and it's a horizontal line. Then your next one would be x is less than or equal to 3. Vertical line, solid, and is shading to the left. Okay. Number 2, this one goes down 2 or down 1, right 1, and it starts at 0. So it's going to be y is, and you're shading above it, so it's greater than. It's dotted, so it's just a greater than. So y is greater than down 1 over 1, so negative x, and then it goes to the point 0, 0, so that's it. Your second equation starts at 2, or negative 2, so it's going to be y is greater than or equal to, because it's a solid line and shaded above, and it goes up 2 and over 2. So it would be 2 over 2, which is just x, and then what your y-intercept is, minus 2. Number 3, there's nothing shaded, so you know 1/2 would be greater than the top equation. So y is greater than or equal to, and then this equation is up 1 over 1, and so it's going to be x plus 1, because it goes through the point y equals 1. This one might be up 1 over 2. It looks more like. So this would be 1/2 x plus 1. That's better. Okay, second equation has to be y is less than, because there's nothing shaded in this, so it means that the top one had to have been shaded above and the bottom has to be shaded below. But it starts at negative 2 and goes up 1 over 2. Alright. Number 4, this is the equation y, where y is 3, shaded below and it's dotted, so it's y is less than 3. Your second equation is y is less than or equal to, is a solid line and shaded below. And then it goes up 1, 2, 3, so it's something x plus 3. And then if we'd started here, we can see that it goes up 3 and over 2. So it's going to be 3 over 2. Alright. Number 3, y is greater than or equal to 3x plus 3. Go up 3, make a dot. Go up 3 more and over 1. Up 3 over 1. It's going to be a solid line. Someday I'll draw straight lines. Solid line, and you would shade above. Let's just wait till we get the second one down. It starts at 4, because it's a plus 4 at the end. And it's down 4, right 1. And then this one's going to be a dotted line, because it's just less than. Okay, so now let's figure out where we shade. So it's above the first line, above this line, and below this line. And so you would shade everything in here. All right. Number 6. Y is greater than negative 2x. Start at 0, make a dot, go down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1. You have a slope of negative 2. It's not greater than or equal to, just greater than. So it's got to be a dotted line. Goes through those points. Your second line is negative 2x plus 4. So you go up to 4. Make a dot. And it's down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. Then it's just less than. So it's still dotted. And then you shade in between the two lines. All right. Number 7, y is greater than or equal to negative 1. So horizontal line at negative 1 is going to be solid. Come on. Y. So it's going to be a solid line you would shade above. Then your second one is x is greater than 2. So it's going to be a dotted line. Go to where x is 2. You're shading everything above that. And so it would be everything up in here. You draw the oval if you want. As long as you draw the oval in the right area, we're all good. Okay, number 8. First you have to get y by itself. That gives you y is less than negative 2x plus 4. And then you have y is less than 1/4 x minus 3. So, the first equation you start by going up 4 and making a dot. And you go down to right 1, down to right 1. Then this is just a less than, so you would be shading underneath. Second equation is 1/4 x minus 3. Go down to negative 3, make a dot, go up 1, right 4. Dotted line. And then you would be shading beneath both of them. So it would be this area down here. By the way, I have a message about your chapter test. So I know you all only got 1 day on it when it was supposed to be 2 days, but there were 26 questions on it. You should have been able to get them done, all done. Some people did. What I did was I took your 15 best questions and graded it. So a little more than half of it and graded your 15 best questions. There will be no bonus on that test. Some of you did terrible. And I think it's a reflection of the work that you're turning in too. Your homework questions aren't being done correctly or even close. Looks like you're just jotting down answers. Hey, that's the whole point of homework, is to get you to practice. If you're not doing the practice work seriously, not going to do well on the test. So, is what it is. Got another test coming up. It won't be next week while you're taking the Keystones. So for first period, you are not going to be taking it at all. So you won't have my class at all. For sixth period, you will be getting a lot of practice work, and you need it. Number 9. You have x is greater than 4, so that's a vertical line. It's dotted. So you have this dotted vertical line. Okay, so this one is a dotted vertical line. At 4. Your second equation starts at -3 and goes down 4 and right 1. So it's going to look like that. So you're shading everywhere above where x is greater than 4 and where y is above this line. So basically everything on the right side of the x is greater than 4, or the x is 4 line, because it runs off the graph. Number 10, you have to get y by itself first. So you get y by itself first, add the 1 over. You get y is less than or equal to 3x plus 1. So you go up to 1, then go up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. Draw a line. It's going to be a solid line. Okay. Then for the next one, it's y is greater than 3x plus 7. So you start by going up 7, making a dot. Then you go up 3 over 1. And this one is a dotted line. And so for the first equation, you're shading below the line. Second equation, you're shading above the line. And so it doesn't work because there's no intersecting section. So this one would be no solutions. Number 11, add the x over, you get y is greater than x plus 2. And then you have y is less than 4x plus 2. So you start at 2, go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. It's just greater than, so it's a dotted line. Second one also starts at 2. That slope is 4, so you go up 4 over 1. Now the first one is greater than, so it's above this line and below the other line. And so you're looking at this small area in here. That's what will get shaded. Number 12, get y by itself first. So you divide everything on the right side by 2. You give me y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 2, or 2x minus 2, sorry. So you go down 2, then go down 2, right 1. Going to draw a solid line. Then the second equation, and you would shade below this line. The second equation is the same exact thing, but it's dotted. You shade above it. So this one has no solutions. Alright, you're about to get a homework assignment because there's no other lesson for the day. It's just practice problems. This homework assignment gives you the ability to put it in the calculator just to graph your lines. So what you do is you just push what, go into the y equals function if you wanted to do it that way. Either way, you're going to have to draw it out on a piece of paper, so it doesn't really matter much. I think you guys need more practice with doing graphs after grading your tests. So, this is a good thing for you. All right, good luck.